Have you ever wondered how your dog seems to know exactly when you're about to walk through the door, even before you turn the key? It's a question that has puzzled dog owners for generations, and the answer is more fascinating than you might think. It's not magic or a sixth sense, it's all about their extraordinary nose. Dogs experience the world primarily through scent, and their sense of smell is thousands of times more sensitive than ours. In fact, dogs can do something that seems almost impossible. They can actually smell the passage of time. To us, time is measured by clocks and calendars, but for dogs, it's measured in the invisible world of scents. When you leave your house in the morning, you leave behind a unique scent trail. As the hours pass, that scent slowly fades, dispersing into the air and mixing with other smells in your home. Your dog's nose is so finely tuned that it can detect these subtle changes. They use this fading scent as a kind of olfactory clock, tracking the gradual shift as a way to estimate how long you've been gone. While we rely on ticking clocks and alarms, dogs rely on the ever-changing landscape of smells that surrounds them. Every room, every corner, and every breeze carries information about the passage of time. The strength of your scent tells them how recently you were there. As it grows fainter, your dog knows your return is getting closer. It's as if they're reading a countdown written in the air. This isn't just a clever trick, it's a fundamental part of how dogs perceive the world. For them, the fading of your scent is as clear as the hands of a clock moving forward. That's why you'll often find your dog waiting by the door at just the right moment. Their daily vigil, a calculated, scent-based expectation. They're not just hoping you'll come home, they're predicting it. Imagine if you could smell the past, knowing not only who was in a room but exactly how long ago they left. For dogs, this is an everyday reality, a superpower that shapes their entire experience. This is the world our dogs inhabit every day, a world where every scent tells a story and every breeze carries news of what has happened and what is yet to come. They read invisible stories in the air, weaving a tapestry of scents that is as rich and detailed as any novel. Each walk outside is a new chapter, filled with information and excitement. That's why a simple walk is a thrilling adventure for them. Every blade of grass, every tree, and every gust of wind is packed with messages from other animals, people, and the environment. So when your dog greets you with uncontainable excitement, remember, they haven't just been waiting. They've been tracking your absence, counting down the moments until your return with their remarkable nose. Your arrival is the climax of their olfactory countdown, the moment they've been anticipating all day. It's a reunion that's been building with every fading trace of your scent. When they nuzzle you or sniff your hand, it's not just affection, it's confirmation. Their prediction, made by their nose, has come true. This daily ritual reveals the unique cognitive world dogs live in, one where time, memory, and emotion are all tied to the scents that fill their lives. If we take a moment to appreciate the power of their sense of smell, we can begin to understand them better. Their world is richer and more complex than we often realize. So next time you come home, know that your dog's been waiting, guided not by a clock on the wall, but by the incredible invisible clock inside their nose, a secret sense that connects them to you every single day. Understanding dog cognition isn't just interesting, it's essential for being a compassionate pet owner. When we see the world through their eyes, we move from command givers to true companions. Behavioral problems like chewing or barking are often signs of unmet needs, not disobedience. By meeting their cognitive needs with games and puzzles, we nurture their minds. Observing subtle cues like ear flicks or posture deepens our communication. This mindfulness enriches both our lives and theirs. Studying dog cognition is an act of respect, honoring their rich inner world. It's the key to a more rewarding relationship with our furry friends. The infamous guilty look that so many dog owners recognize isn't actually what you might think it is. When your dog looks up at you with those big sad eyes after making a mess, it's easy to believe they're feeling guilty, just like a human would. But in reality, dogs don't experience guilt in the same way we do. When your dog cowers or lowers their body after you discover a mess, they're not feeling shame or regret. Instead, they're reacting to your body language, your facial expressions, and the tone of your voice. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to our emotions and can pick up on even the slightest changes in our mood. Dogs are experts at reading our cues. They use appeasement gestures, like looking away, licking their lips, or lowering their bodies, to try to diffuse tension and avoid conflict. These behaviors are their way of saying, "I don't want any trouble," not, "I'm sorry for what I did." While we humans rely heavily on words to communicate, dogs live in a world of body language and subtle signals. They exist in the present moment, responding to what's happening right now, not dwelling on past actions. Attributing human emotions like guilt, spite, or even stubbornness to our dogs only leads to confusion for both of us. Dogs don't plot or hold grudges, they simply react to the environment and our behavior. To truly bridge the communication gap between us and our dogs, we need to become better observers, learning to read their body language, like a tucked tail, flattened ears, or a tense posture, can help us understand what they're really feeling. For example, a yawn isn't always a sign of tiredness. It can be a signal of stress, and a wagging tail doesn't always mean happiness. It can also indicate nervousness or uncertainty, depending on how it's wagged. Misreading these signals can lead to unnecessary punishment and anxiety for your dog. When we misunderstand their intentions, we risk damaging the trust and bond we share. Letting go of these common misconceptions allows both you and your dog to relax and enjoy each other's company more fully. It opens the door to a happier, more harmonious relationship. Instead of scolding or punishing, focus on understanding your dog's needs and creating a safe, supportive environment. Use positive reinforcement to encourage good behavior, and remember that clear, gentle communication builds trust over time. Understanding your dog's unique way of communicating is the first step toward a stronger, more loving bond. When we learn to listen with our eyes and our hearts, we truly bridge the gap between our worlds. To understand dogs, imagine a world ruled by scent. While we see, dogs smell, deconstructing aromas into rich, detailed stories. Every walk is a sensory adventure, every hydrant a message board. They know who's been there, their mood, and when they passed by. Their memory is tied to scent. A blanket comforts, the vet's office triggers anxiety. Dogs even sense our emotions through subtle chemical changes. Respecting their need to sniff is vital for their well-being. Walks should be sniffaries, not forced marches. Scent games at home provide mental stimulation. By honoring their sensory world, we respect who they truly are. Let them explore with their nose. It's their way of experiencing life. Their world is richer than we can imagine. Science now confirms what dog lovers have long believed. Dogs feel real emotions. fMRI scans show that dogs' brains light up in ways similar to ours when anticipating pleasure or seeing someone they love. The scent of their favorite human activates their reward centers more than any other smell. This proves the bond is neurologically real. Dogs aren't just responding to food or routine, they genuinely love us. Emotional well-being is as important as physical health. Dogs with separation anxiety experience true distress. We must be their emotional guardians, nurturing the bond that brings us joy. Sometimes, a single story says it all. Frank adopted Lucy, a middle-aged terrier, and they became inseparable. When Frank moved to a nursing home, Lucy waited by the window every afternoon at the time he used to come home. She wasn't just waiting for anyone, she was waiting for her person. Her quiet vigil lasted for months, a testament to loyalty and memory. Lucy's behavior showed attachment that went beyond routine. She had a new home, but her heart was still with Frank. Dogs form deep, lasting bonds that shape their lives. These moments of devotion reveal the richness of the canine heart. Our dogs remember, feel, and love more deeply than we often realize. The German word Umwelt describes the unique world each creature experiences, a world shaped by their senses, instincts, and perceptions. For us, it's easy to forget that our dogs live in a reality that's very different from our own. Their Umwelt is a tapestry of smells, sounds, and sights that we can barely imagine. For dogs, the world is painted in scents, subtle shifts in body language, and high-pitched sounds we can't even hear. Every patch of grass tells a story, every wag or ear twitch is a message, and every distant noise could be important. Their noses are thousands of times more sensitive than ours, and their ears pick up frequencies we miss entirely. When we try to see through their eyes, it transforms how we interact with them. We start to notice the things that matter most to them, and we become more attuned to their needs and feelings. Imagine a visitor at the door. For us, it's a simple event. For your dog, it's a sensory explosion, new smells, unfamiliar sounds, and a sudden change in routine. It can be exciting, confusing, or even stressful. Barking isn't always a sign of aggression. Often, it's just your dog's way of processing and responding to their environment. They're communicating, alerting, or expressing curiosity. Even things we see as harmless, like a vacuum cleaner, a person in sunglasses, or a new piece of furniture, can be overwhelming or even frightening to a dog. Their world is full of surprises, and not all of them feel safe. By understanding their Umwelt, we can make thoughtful choices to help them feel secure. Creating a calm, predictable environment goes a long way in reducing their stress. Introduce new things slowly. Let your dog explore at their own pace, and use treats or praise to create positive associations. Always offer a safe space where they can retreat and relax. Embracing your dog's perspective is a true act of empathy. It means meeting them where they are and showing patience and understanding. Pay attention to where their nose leads them, what sounds make them pause, and what sights capture their focus. These are windows into their inner world. Every moment, every reaction is a clue to what your dog is feeling and experiencing. Their eyes, posture, and movements tell a story if we take the time to watch and listen. Learning to read these clues helps us build a stronger, more trusting bond. It's how we bridge the gap between our world and theirs, creating a partnership based on respect and understanding. So take a moment to appreciate the unique way your dog experiences life. By seeing the world through their eyes, you'll discover a deeper connection and a richer, more rewarding relationship. Understanding your dog leads to practical changes. Prioritize their nose, let walks be sensory adventures. Allow extra time for sniffing. It's their way of reading the world. Enrich their lives with scent games and puzzle toys. Learn their body language. Recognize signs of stress and comfort. Intervene early to build trust and security. Rethink training as a two-way conversation, using positive reinforcement. Your posture and tone matter as much as your words. Meet their cognitive and emotional needs, not just physical ones. Provide interactive toys, play dates, and quality time. Even short, focused play sessions make a difference. Engaging their minds prevents boredom and strengthens your bond. A mindful approach creates a happier, more connected life together. The journey into your dog's mind never ends. They're always communicating through behavior, body language, and emotion. Our job is to keep listening and learning. Observe their patterns, keep a journal, and share insights with others. Seek out expert resources to deepen your understanding. Approach your dog with curiosity and respect. Seeing the world through their eyes enriches both your lives. The conversation is waiting. Are you ready to listen?